Hello, my name is Thomas Dickson, and welcome to this short presentation about what is burial life insurance. First of all, my name is Thomas Dickson, of course. I'm a licensed agent since 2017 in Louisiana. I'm also a notary public in the state of Louisiana. I'm a former cable tech, and I'm a United States Navy veteran. So, what is a burial policy? Well, it's a whole life insurance policy. It's also a life insurance policy. Those words can be used interchangeably, but at the bottom line, a burial policy is always a whole life policy. These policies are typically 5,000 or 35,000 in face amount. They can go a little higher, but usually 5 to 35 is what I typically see. It's issued on a simple issue basis, meaning it is yes or no questions, a quick medical prescription check. There is no medical exam. They're just going to check your prescription history. The primary audience is ages 40 to 88, but insurance companies will sell these policies to people who are 14 days old and up to 88. These policies are typically used for funeral expenses, maybe leave a lump sum amount of money to a spouse, children, grandchildren. Also, these policies are designed in mind for people with pre existing health conditions. So, what do these insurance companies who sell final expense policies expect? They expect you to have some age related medical conditions: high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, pain, depression, Mr. Arthritis. They expect you to have those medical conditions after a certain age. So they're not going to decline you because of that. But there are some major medical conditions that they are looking out for. So the way these applications are designed, they ask you questions based on time frames. Have you been prescribed or diagnosed for something in the last year, the last 2 years, the last 3 years? So medical conditions such as heart attack, stroke, cancer, heart surgery, kidney disease, the longer it has been since you had the heart attack, since you had the stroke, since you've been cancer free, the longer it's been since that point, the actual better for you as the client. So, for example, with strokes, if it's been over a year since you had a stroke, minimally, there are a handful of companies who will issue a policy to you that has an immediate death benefit. So, how do you get approved? Mainly, it's answers to 10 to 15 health questions. Most applications have 10 to 15 yes or no questions. There are some applications who will ask a question where you have to answer yes. They may ask, do you have high blood pressure? Now, just because you answer yes to that question does not mean you will be declined. That's just the way that particular company asks the questions. They're also going to do a quick prescription check. So, because they're not doing a medical exam, they're not getting your blood, they're not taking any fluid from you, they have to go based off your answers to the questions and a prescription check. They're going to use your social security number and run it through a prescription database, and they're going to see what has been filled in the last couple of years. Now, they're going to go based off the frequency and the last time it was filled. So if you are not taking the medication anymore, you don't use it anymore, or let's say you have a prescription but you don't actually put it in your mouth, you just get it filled and never use it, they're not going to take that into consideration. They're only concerned about what has been filled by the pharmacy. So let's say you had a prescription that you had filled a year ago, never got it refilled. Even though you never got it refilled, you don't currently take it because it was a filled prescription, they're going to take it into consideration. So when the agent asks you about medications, he or she is asking you about what has been filled by the pharmacy, not what you're currently using every day. Again, there's no medical visit required. In the place of doctor visits or needles, your answers to the questions and recent prescription history is what is used. Now, the different approval statuses for burial insurance. The first one is the one everybody wants: level coverage. Level coverage is immediate coverage. Those are interchangeable words. You may hear first day coverage, level coverage, immediate coverage. They all mean the same thing. 100% of the death benefit is payable year one. Graded is a little different. Graded, you're approved for coverage that has immediate coverage to a percent of the death benefit. So, for example, if you have a $15,000 policy, the first year, your beneficiary can get 30% of the 15,000. Year two, 70%. Year three, 100%. Now, You don't see these policies as much as you used to, but these are happy mediums when you have a recent medical condition that would not necessarily qualify for immediate coverage, but it could qualify for graded, where you get at least some of the death benefits. So it really depends again on your medical history and how long ago it's been. Modified guaranteed issue. Now, we call this on social media and among friends the 2 year waiting period policy. Um, the proper name is modified or guaranteed issue. This policy does not pay a death benefit the first 24 months of the policy, but it will pay out what you pay into the policy plus interest, and it pays for accidental death. Now, some companies will call their modified product graded. So you have to be careful with that graded word. It can either be the 2 year wait, or it can be true graded 30, 70, 100. So you got to ask that question. Also, if there's no questions asked about your insurance, they don't ask any questions, it's always guaranteed issue. Just like you see on TV, Colonial Penn, guaranteed issue. Now the cost. Gender and age. Men gonna pay more for insurance than women. Older men would pay more than most. Older men who smoke gonna pay the most. Prices go up each year you wait. So for example, a policy you purchased 3 years ago will be $20 to $30 cheaper per month if it was purchased at the time. So the longer you wait to get a life insurance policy each year, the price goes up. I've seen prices go up as much as $5 based on a person becoming 1 year older. Of course, smokers pay more regardless of age. Your health history is ultimately what's going to qualify you. The healthier you are, the better the price you can get. If you just recently had a medical condition, you recently had a stroke, recently had cancer, you currently have cancer, it's going to put you in that higher bracket, cost bracket. Conclusion. Burial insurance is a whole life policy. It's life insurance, it's a whole life insurance policy. No medical visits are required. Your current health history qualifies you. Price is based on age, gender, whether you smoke or not, and recent health in the last 24 months. The longer you wait, the more it costs. So thank you for taking out the time for this short video. Do you already have a policy but have questions? Need to get coverage for yourself or for a loved one? I want you to go to thomasdickson.net. Go to that site. There will be a button that says request a quote. Follow the prompts when you press that button, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. Thank you guys, and be safe.